Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter. So what we're going to do today, this is Megaquarium. We're still in Carbon City. We have to fix this tank. Nobody has enough room to swim. Everybody's unhappy, especially some of the horse-eyed jack, of course, naturally. I thought the leopard shark was the issue, but I think the leopard shark, he just can't grow until all of his needs are met. So what we really need to do is I need at least 162 for these guys to be happy. And so what I think we're gonna do is two things. And I don't know where I want to put it. I want to put a specific tank, maybe over here, and then, but I want to have like a Belfast tank right here. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to actually open this up a little bit. Just like so. And we're going to start with a Belfast tank, specifically for, and we're just going to do this as large as we can, and this is going to be for our leopard shark, because that will be, once we get the shark hats, we'll be able to be like, oh look, don't you want a shark hat? And it'll be a nice little souvenir that people can get. The other thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna actually move this here. And what I kind of want to do is I actually want to, we're gonna cover this up so that people don't see this. I don't necessarily like this round edge right here. I think that looks kind of silly. So we're gonna actually make it where it's kind of give the impression that it's a that it's got this, especially when you come in and you are, let me scoot all the way in there. So when you are coming in and looking, and you can see, I mean, you can see that it's a rounded tank, but then this way you can only see certain bits of it. All right. So the other thing we're gonna do, I know, he's cold, he's hungry. First off, what we need to do is we need to make sure that our employees can get to him. So we're going to set up our little stairway right there. We are going to, he needs his supplements and his herring. So we're going to move his supplements and his herring right there. Although that's probably not going to be a great spot because I'm going to have that, but we'll make do. We're going to also take, and we're going to do a power pump, and we're going to actually we're going to link it let me open this up a little bit more. So we're going to open this so that I can have some room to put this down. Since we are in the era of upgrading, so we're going to upgrade that. We are also going to, okay, so power pump. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So right to there. And we're going to add a tank would be to that large one. Now, we need more heating. It's understandable. So we've got heating. I'm presuming we have enough filtration power. Yeah, we're at 79 out of 75. Okay. So we're good on that. We'll probably do, once we get that large one, we'll probably put one of those like right here. Never have to worry about that. All right. So then we also need to at least have a couple of things for the shark. Just so that people will not think that he is being maltreated. So here's cool one. Well, not enough money, of course. We'll add that in eventually. He's got some plants though, so that should be more than sufficient. And actually, yeah, if we, now that I'm looking at this, if we take this and we move this back, we move this back 2. We're gonna move this back 2. 1, 2. That will give us room that then here on the edges, we can actually put in the shark heads. All right, so that gives us plenty of room. So we'll have shark head here, a shark head here, and you'll be able to come in, see this, ooh, ah. And that will be that. One thing we can do is we're going to add a guidebook. And then we're going to, so we're almost there on the balloon sales. We can unpause it. But first we need to add a staff door there and there. Okay, so that still doesn't solve our issue with those guys. We're going to open up here. I don't have enough money to do that. So they're just gonna have to deal with it. Although, okay, so what is your problem? You have not been fed. So we need to probably hire a couple more people that are really good with feeding. Rachel's good. Verity's good. Jim is good for feeding or for fixing. And we could do bidding. And I'm hiring a bunch of people because I haven't really hired people. And I know that's going to eat into my profits for the day, but you know, it is what it is. All right. But he's fine. I'm thinking what we might do is, because they are having issues, I know they got along well enough that I think we can put them together with the shark, so they still have their little buddies. And then I have this lionfish that is here by himself, and I just need to figure out what I want to do with him. So he's actually 11. I don't think he's gonna grow anymore. But he can't be with animals size 1 through 4, and I think these guys are all, like, yeah, those are all 3s. I was to say, I was like, oh, I could put him there, but he would have to be the only one that's there. So I could actually, what I could do is I could move these guys, and actually, you know what? I talked about doing this, was actually having a small basic tank here. So I said that, and then I'm having issues with how I need to accomplish that. So let me go ahead and pick my next research, as I go through and look. Oh, there's the upside down jellyfish. We can go ahead and do that because I know I want to get the upside down jellyfish. All right. So, and probably what I'll do with the seahorses is I will just have like an offshoot hallway that is just the seahorses. Yeah, so there's benches. So I'm doing good with the balloon sales. I did get the copper band toys. So we need to put out the copper band toys. I'm going to put the supply right there. And then we're going to put out a shelf right there. Right there, and I need one more place. I think I said I was gonna put one that was like right there. The only thing that makes what is your complaint over? No one wants to admit they were complaining. Because we do have plenty of seating. They do need to have a little bit more filter power. So this is what I was talking about. So what we can do is we can come over here and we can get a filter for right there. And then we're going to actually delete that. So those are good. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna actually put it, I don't want to put it right there, but we're gonna put it right there. And then one thing that we can do is we can start taking these filters and actually we can actually pause and put them right there, but they're actually seems kind of counterintuitive because those are fine and functional. It's just a matter of having enough. So I want to do I think another crystal tank right here, have the upside down jellyfish, and then put all of the seahorses right down here. But my dog is ringing his little bell, so I need to go let him out. I'm gonna let this run, and I will be right back. And back. All right. So let's see. So we only have 3 copper band toy sales. See, and then we'll be able to sell the shark over here. All right, so let's see. I've got some... We have some people that have leveled up. Awesome. Sven, even though his primary task is feeding, Wolfie has grown. We're gonna do some cleaning. Awesome. Our fried egg jelly has grown. Zhao has... Alright, our leopard shark has grown up. Awesome. So we have had a lot of fish and animals grow up. Alright. So, with that... So this is a nice tank, but I think we might be able to... What do we have in the tropical that we can possibly put in there? Okay. So he can't have anything. He's the only fish in there. Animal size 1 to 4. So they have to be at least 5 or larger. So this one would work. We could do a little bit of a schooling. Here's 8. How big is the tank? The tank is 150. So we could have a regal tank. We could do a... No, he's 4. He's not going to work. So we've got a back snapper, 5 days. We'll go to 16, but he'll need 96. I could possibly add some of those. So I can look at adding some fish to my aquarium that will add to this, that I could add to this tank. Alright, so I need... Here is what we're talking about. Boom. That is sufficient. I need krill. I knew I was going to need to add food to that. Alright. Krill. There we go. And now you have krill. Alright, so our cold is sufficient. I do need to get a few more tools. So again, one of the things I like to have is I do like to make sure that I have sufficient equipment. So like here's having a toolbox right there. That would be important. We could add another toolbox right here to make sure that they have their equipment. We've got one. We can add 2 toolboxes right there. And some of this is just a matter of making sure that they have sufficient equipment to handle things. Looks like I am almost about to get some of the secondary jellyfish tank that I can do, so I might as well once I get that, I'll be able to know what their stats are. So we're going to go ahead and expand out this. Although the more I think about it, I'm not sure exactly where I want to put the seahorses, but I think I do want to do like a seahorse lineup for this particular aquarium. Maybe I could do that over here leading to the cold, or just having... How big are the seahorses as I'm looking at it? So they are, needs to be at least 3 or more and 6, so that needs to be at least in a tank of 18. 2 to a max size of 4. Needs to be in at least a tank of 8. All right, so we're gonna pick our next research. We're gonna do let's do the large tunnel tank, because that's a cool aquarium. All right, so here we need more heating. So we're going to come over here, and it reaches a point where you really, the only ones that you're using is like the mega ones. So that gets me plenty of heat to at least start. We're going to add. Yeah, I need to know what the upside down jellyfish size requirements are before I do that one. We did fix the leopard shark and horse jack. I believe I could come in here and finish the rocks that I wanted. Where was it? Rocky overhang with kelp. And then give them maybe a little bit of... I don't think I could do the large kelp, because that just seems really, really, really big. Okay, so that's sufficient for that. Pick next research. So it could be 7. Alright, so we are going to... continuing our quest for... seahorses. Here's the tiger tail seahorse. So I think I'd like to try to unlock as many of the seahorses as I can, just so I know what I'm dealing with. Let's see if what this upside down jellyfish. All right, requires at least 5. They grow to 7 after 10 days. They are a wimp, and you need at least 3 of them, and they have to have at least a 3x3 section of space. So first thing we're gonna do is, okay, what do they eat? Zooplankton. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is I want to try something. I want to try to put them in this crystal tank, and then I need a larger tank. So I need the crystal. I need the large crystal tank, because that's not going to be big enough, because it has to have a 3x3, and the most I can get is maybe a 2x4. So that's not going to work. All right, so here we have stuff. We're gonna work on trying to find some more fish that are kind of solo fish that would be good to put in this big, so like the sunburst, but that's a 4. This one would be good, but it's not quite enough. The humpback snapper would be good, but I don't know if I want to dedicate 3 slots for it. We could do that 1, 2, 3, and that should be sufficient for that. And then we have in here, we could add the little goby. Give him a little friend. There we go. And then that is sufficient for that. But we do need to, really quickly, we need to give him the that's the life minus shrimp. We're going to put that there. And last thing we're going to do for this episode, we are actually going to, we're going to actually add this one. We're going to connect it. And then we're going to take, and the other tank we're going to add to it is this tank right here. So that way what we can do is we're going to actually remove this, which will allow us to take our shrimp and the zooplankton right there so that it will be in the way. Or not in the way. And that will be it for this episode. I know it feels like we didn't do a lot, but I know we moved some stuff over and did some basic maintenance. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.